Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Lucas and today we're going to be doing something special. We're going to be looking at different websites for design inspiration, right? So if you're building a website, if you're building some type of web app or some type of digital product, right? These websites are the best to go ahead and go look for inspiration for different types of sections, different types of full pages, different types of functions that can go on your website, right? Different types of color schemes, different types of typography, right? And these websites are basically, well, all of the inspiration that's in these websites, they are built by the best designers out there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started. So the first website is awards.com. And as you can see here, I'm in awards.com/collections, but they have a pretty big, navigation system where they have a directory, they have an academy where I guess you can learn different things like Figma, for example. You can learn creative coding, web design in Figma, right? But if you go over here and you go to awards, right, you can see different types of awards. You can see honors, you can see jury, you can see sites of the year, sites of the month, sites of the day. And we can go ahead and click on, for example, sites of the month. You can see that there's only 203. And just from like a, outside point of view where we're not even visiting the site, we're just looking at the thumbnail, we can already start seeing a lot of interesting things with advanced 3D animations, right? With advanced 2D animation. You can also see some type of crazy stuff going on, and we can go ahead and click that button and it'll open the website in a new tab. For example, this watson.la. This is looking very cool, right? And there's a bunch of websites out there that you can go ahead and check with this awards website, right? And this, for example, is Dropbox brand. And if we click on this, we can see this amazing, nice little animation, and it prompts us to scroll down. And as we scroll down, we get this nice little bento grid, right? So these are the sites of the month. And like I said, you can go ahead and see, different types of nominees, sites of the day. So this won't be as, impressive as sites of the month, but there's still a lot of great sites here, right? And you can explore other things. You can explore categories, e-commerce, for example, design agencies, fashion brands, different types of sections, more interaction design. And they also have stuff like Framer, for example. So if you're a Framer designer like I am, you can go ahead and see here the different types of Framer sites that are mentioned in awards, like this one, right? Or if we close this, like this one over here, this Astro NFT one that I've actually never seen before. And yeah, this is all built with Framer. Super impressive. Now the next inspiration website that I tend to visit a lot is framer.com/gallery. And these are basically just Framer sites, but they are, here, they're showcased here because they have a very good design system, or they are, they've been visited a lot. And what's cool about this framer.com/gallery is that they keep this pretty updated. So you can see this one actually was updated pretty recently. I'm right now April 1st, and I tend to view this like every 2 days. And this one I have never seen before, and it's basically Will Smith's website, right? Will Smith built his website with Framer, and you can see how he built it. I mean, if you are into Framer. But not only do they have Will Smith's website, they have a bunch of other websites as well in the framer.com/gallery. If you scroll down, you can also see different categories, just like with awards, right? You can see different styles. So we have animations, we have more colorful, we have more dark mode, more grid style, large typography, right? So, and if we go over here to all categories, we can see, we have food, we have agency, we have AI, we have, I guess, e-commerce as well somewhere. Oh, not yet, but soon, I guess. But yeah, you can view all those different categories as well. Another resource that I just recently discovered is this one called Landbook. And you can see you have websites, you have sections, you have experts and templates. If we click on websites, for example, you can see the different categories up here. And then if you scroll down, you can actually see the different websites. There's a little icon over here meaning that it was built in Webflow. This one, for example, was built in Framer, and we can visit this website. It opens a new tab, which is great. And then you can kind of go ahead and see, dive deep into this particular website, right? So yeah, this one in particular looks pretty nice. I've never seen it before. And if we go back here, we can go to sections and, for example, look at something like testimonial, and then it will basically just show you a bunch of different testimonials. This one in particular being quite interesting. And if you click on the tab, it'll basically take you to that live website, and you can scroll down to that testimonial section. Another resource that I just recently discovered today is one called godly.website. And basically, let's just remove this, but you see this nice hero section, astronomically good web design inspiration, only the best of the best. So, and it's called Godly, right? So, and we can subscribe to a newsletter, I believe. And we also have some, highlighted or featured sections or websites. We can go ahead and click that to see how that looks like. And we see there's a new website here, and it looks pretty impressive. It takes quite a long time to load, but wow, it opens this really, unique navigation system, right? And we can close this and go back here, and basically you get just this feed of different websites, right? And I guess you can just click on the eyeball and it basically just takes you to that website. This one, I guess, being built on Framer, we can go ahead and check. So it isn't, but you can definitely build this on Framer, for example. Very nice, simple website with cool little animations, right? Now this next resource is a bit different. It's not completely website inspiration, but it's more for bento grids only. It's called bentogrids.com. And you can click on graphic design, you can click on web design, click on animation, so you can see some animated bento grids, like this one, for example, or like this one. But let's just click on discover, which is basically a general feed, and you can just click on these and it'll just, have a better perspective for you to see. So you can basically just take a screenshot or something, and you can also visit the source up here, right? So this is from Unicorn Studio. We can just go ahead and check that out, and then we can just find that somewhere. Okay, perfect. It's going to be right here. So not only does it give us this nice feed of different websites or different bento grids, it also gives us the ability to visit those live websites where those bento grids live. Now, the next source of inspiration that we can find here is one called nocodesupply.co, and it is the best designer, developer, and AI inspiration resources and tools handpicked daily, right? So we have a menu up here, we have inspiration, we have code, we have tools, we have creators. So we can click on inspiration, right? And under inspo, we have over 1,500 different pieces of inspiration, and I guess they're all built with no-code tools like Webflow or like Framer. And we can click on this, for example, and it basically takes us to that live website, right? So this is also very nice design. I like that. I like this this style a lot. Looks like it was built with something like Framer. We can go ahead and check if we click on this, and built with Webflow. Okay, but still beautiful, beautiful design. And I'm also curious to see what we see here under code. So I guess these are different sections that are built with just pure code. So for example, if we click on this, okay, yeah, and it takes us to a GitHub repository. So basically, yeah, these are all different types of code projects, I believe. And if we go up here again, we can see tools, and we have different tools, I guess, collected by the person that actually built this website. So we have MemberStack, which is a tool that I know of, Arc tool, I guess something for architects. So collaboration changes everything. And these tools have really nice web design, by the way. Yeah, so it's something like some type of really cool building planner, whatever you call that. Another tool that I find quite useful for us designers is Toolfolio, right? So in Toolfolio, we have the Discover tab. So that's basically the home tab, and you can discover different tools. Mostly this is just for tools, but you also can click here on design, and you can get a bunch of different tools that help you with the design process. So it's not so much of an inspiration type of thing, but it's more tools that can help you in your design process. And something cool is that a lot of these design tools actually have a nice website design. So for example, I clicked on this first one, Relume, which I've done videos about in the past, has a very nice website design with this hero hover, which I actually have a video of me recreating this. Another great tab to visit in Toolfolio is the startups tab. So basically there's a bunch of different startups here that you can view, and a lot of these startups have very nice websites. So for example, I'm just looking at this one. This looks very nice. Click on Orchestra and it takes me to a new tab. And I mean, while that loads, we can look at another one. So for example, this one looks very nice. Okay, so Orchestra loaded already. And you can basically look at all of these different startup websites. Most of them have very nice design. So this is a great way to find some inspiration, right? This is the other tool, another website that I discovered today, sponsored by these tools. So boring stuff being one of them, is SaaS-focused. So the best SaaS web design inspiration. So those of you that are, building websites for SaaS companies or are actually building SaaS companies, that need a website, you can visit this specific dashboard. We have a bunch of different examples that you can look at, right? You can categorize them by industry. For example, if you're looking for something that's more, I don't know, into HR, you can click that. And there's a bunch of different HR websites that look just fantastic. You can also do something like API, right? And you can also have some type of style, right? So API dark mode, and then you can see a bunch of them. So this one actually looks pretty cool. And if you click on them, it gives you this preview in different viewports. I guess it's not really working with all of them, but we can click on this and it takes us to the live website. And wow, look at this. So this is a voice AI agent, and this is the hero section. Pretty cool. Another great resource for finding SaaS designs is SaaSlandingpage.com, SLP. So we have integration, we have different templates as well. And then here we have this filter where you can filter between full landing pages and specific sections. And you can already start seeing they have Framers website. They have other types of SaaS companies like Clay, Framer Commerce, which is a great Framer plugin, and Content Square, Profound, Origin, right, Osmo. And you can just click on these, and with one click, it takes you in a new tab to that specific website, right? And I was looking up here, and they have this app inspiration one. It's called SaaSinterface.com, SaaS app design inspiration. So I guess this is more for web apps, right? So if you're building stuff in Lovable, this is a great place to view different inspirations. So we have dashboards, right? This is actually a great resource for you Lovable builders. We have billing and plans, so you can click on one of these and basically just take a screenshot and show Lovable how or what you want to build based on this specific screenshot. Also, another great resource if you're building in Lovable is 21st.dev, and basically you have a bunch of different components and you have also full templates, and you can not only use this as an inspiration, but you can actually use these in your Lovable project. So for example, let's say we like this specific button or something like this, for example, right? We have the CPU and then some lines come pop in. We can click here on open component and then copy this prompt and then just bring that into Lovable. So that's very easy to actually bring it into Lovable. And as you can see, if you scroll down, there's just endless amounts of different design options that you can have in your website. For example, this one with this nice nav bar, which is pretty cool, right? So yeah, you can go ahead and check this out if you're into building with Lovable. Now, this website called landingfolio.com is a pretty big dashboard or feed of different, landing pages, different pricing pages, about pages, etc., with different industries. And not only that, they also have sections and components. They have a specific component library that you have to actually pay for that can go directly into Webflow or Figma. Unfortunately, no Framer, but if you're using Lovable, you can use something like Tailwind CSS, right? So we have a bunch of these different options right here. As far as I know, the owner of the site stopped updating the examples that are here, but the examples still maintain pretty nice design, right? So we have a bunch of different designs that we see here. You can see how many people viewed it, which is actually pretty cool. And you can see the colors that they used for this website. I actually like that a lot. So we can click up here. You can see this. They have like these nice little floating graphics in the background. If I hover over this kind of pops out, which is cool, right? So, and at the end, there's this nice little illustration. And this last resource that I want to share with you guys today called Unsection. I recently discovered it about maybe 5 days ago. And I don't know why I recently discovered it, because this is like a mine of great design, right? So we have sections, we have a community, we have different hover effects, right? We have SVGs, but usually I just stick here in the sections, and we have a bunch of different sections. So if we can, for example, click on nav bar design, and you can see a bunch of nice nav bars, right? We can, for example, click on this one, and you can see it a little bit more into detail, and you can go up here and visit the website where you can find this nav bar, right? So this is for checkout.com. And if I were to click on these drop downs, maybe you can find that somewhere, I guess. Still looks pretty nice, this specific nav bar, right? So yeah, let's go back here, and we can go back, and not only can we look at nav bars, but we can look at logo section design, right, where you have different logos. You can look at team sections. You can look at different portfolios, feature sections, right? And for example, a pattern that I find is that there are different websites with great design in each one of these different web, like feed websites, right? In each one of these different examples that I've shown you, they show different examples, which is great because you can open all of them at once and go through all of them and find different examples for your project. This one is really nice. I really like these illustrations. I really like the colors. I really like this font, right? I really like that when you highlight this, it turns orange. Very, very cool website inspiration everywhere. All right, thank you guys so much for watching today. It was fun to kind of research all these tools. I want to give a special shout out to Tosin, aka Tolzy, from my community for helping organize most of these, inspirational websites. He did a really great job at that. And yeah, just basically want to, show you all these different example websites where you can find great inspiration for your project and basically create the next best design. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day today. Thank you. Bye.